Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of Life is Feudal, Forest Village. Hey, did you know clay is a required construction material for some buildings? You can only gather clay in a clay mine. Didn't think you would find it in a stone quarry or maybe in an ore mine, but a clay mine, you can find clay. Now, it might be Cassius clay if you're looking for.
I suppose nobody in here ever heard of Cassius Clay.
We got a point. Cassius Clay was a bad motherfucker.
Hey, I ain't saying Clay ain't bad. I'm just saying I stopped liking Cassius Clay once he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. What kind of shit is that?
Wait a second. A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to. And if a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, God damn it, this is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
His mama named him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
I don't know if you'd find Bill Clay if you were looking for him unless you were named John McClane.
Clay. Bill Clay.
All right, let's see what's going on here with our village of Mirefield. Mirefield? Have we figured out how to pronounce that yet? I don't think so. All right. Speaking of clay, we're looking kind of short on clay right now. We only have 20 clay. That's not good. Early spring year 4. We're in pause, so we're holding while we check out what is happening. We have some logs. We have some stone. We have some ore. We have very little clay. We have plenty of hay. We have firewood. This is good. Food-wise, we got about 730 meat and bread. And we have a lot of veggies. All right. So our people eating healthy. We have quite a bit of stuff to make clothing. We have some clothing in stock in the barn. And we have no high-quality tools made up right now. That is going to be the objective here of this episode. The key thing is we got through winter. Now we'll have the kilner taking firewood and turning it into charcoal. And then the forger will use it to smelt cast iron with the forge. So then it goes to the blacksmith. So now the trick here, let's keep in mind, is firewood is used to heat the homes and for cooking, right? But charcoal can be used for that same purpose. And that becomes a problem because the people come in and start taking your charcoal that's really should be dedicated towards forging. And it gets to be a pain in the butt. You can't just sit there and slap them around. Hey!
You will respect my authority.
So we need those high-quality tools built up to get people back on track. Okay, so we've got our fields. We're at freezing. We're at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We got 16 people. All right. So we got a couple of fields here. We've got one we use for food. We got one we're using for utility stuff. And I'm not totally sure we're going to use either one of them this year. We've got a good amount of flax to make clothing with. So I'm trying to think of how we want to allocate our people here. We need to keep building up the numbers of fish. But when it comes down to it, what we really need is to figure out why my game isn't in full screen. That's what I need to know. I need to know why it's not in full screen, damn it. All right, let me see if I can get this thing in full screen here real quick. Options, VSync, full screen. I'm pretty sure that says full screen. Apply.
Crystal!
Ah, that worked. Hooray. Now we're in full screen. Very good. Okay. Resume. All right. So a couple things we want to do. We've got to create some tools. And so we've got people allocated to those jobs. Now, one thing you can do is you only need one smelter. Okay. But what you kind of want is 2 kilns. That helps. Because then you're producing more charcoal, and then you can kind of make sure that it's going to get to where you need it. All right, so let's take a look if we can see in... here we go. Yeah, see, there's somebody there to work. And see how there's the sleeping indication here at the furnace? And that's because he has no charcoal. Okay, he has iron ore, but he has no charcoal. So he's chilling, waiting for charcoal. All right, which the kiln is making right here. All right, now they're loaded up. All right, so let's come down here and see if we can get to our resources and maybe build a second kiln. Yes. But one thing we don't want to do at the moment is jack with our clay supply. All right, so we're going to put this kiln right here next to the other one and see if we can minimize the amount of space. Yeah, I think it's okay right there. All right, so let's build that. Okay, and that will get that taken care of. Now, beyond that, look here. Here's the other thing we need. We need a clay mine, which requires 340 logs. So we are going to now, okay, so we click on the clay mine. Now, this is the way it is for all three of the mine things: stone, ore, and clay. The map goes goofy colors. And what you're looking for is green. Okay, you're looking for green areas. Red means there's nothing there for you to mine. Yellow means it's pretty good. And green means it's really good. You see where it says, and there's a number now. Look right here where it says clay. See the number changing in green: 2250, 2198, 2532. See, that's a good number. 2900. That's good. In fact, that'd probably be good enough for now. It's close to the village. Let's just for sake of discussion, I really don't want to put it way over here. It's saying you can't build it. Whoa, there's 4,000 clay right there. All right, first let me check the orientation here. All right, so let's zoom in. Here's what the clay mine looks like. Get out of the red. Let me put it right here. All right, so we're kind of looking at the front end of it. So there's kind of doors. It's a mound, and there's a pair of doors. So that's the direction it faces. So it's facing towards us. All right, so let's do this. I don't anticipate building a whole lot right over here right away. I do want to build another house. But we know that if we're going to build a house, we're going to need more clay. All right, so let's see if we can find that 4,000. We don't need 4,000. Oh, there it is right there. You know what? Screw it. Build that bitch. Let's go. All right. So that's a good thing. Now we need some builders. So let's get some people allocated to building and get these things built real quick. As far as the fields go, let's see. So we've got one person making clothes, one person making charcoal, one person waiting for charcoal to make cast iron so we can make advanced tools or better tools than the primitive crap. Okay. We got 3 people fishing, 3 people hunting, so they're working on food. One person working on forestry and one person chopping firewood. I think for now we're going to take this person off of chopping firewood because we're through the winter. We'll worry about that come summer, all right? And what we're going to do is find here's the forest, the logger camp here, Forester's Lodge. We're going to put it back into gather mode, all right? So we're going to have them gather all the logs, all the trees in that area, which doesn't look like a whole lot right now. But we just want to make sure we pick some numbers up. And then if we want to come back, see, I feel pretty confident in this number right here to get us through next year. But that's always kind of dicey to feel that way. You know what? I'm not going to chance it. We're going to put someone on that field. All right, so we're going to go over here and put a person on the potato field, grow potatoes. All right, get busy. And so we should be able to get a full crop out of that. That will just help I mean, if all else fails, we should be able to at least harvest the amount that we consume between now and the harvest. You know what I'm saying? So if we consume 500 along the way, we should make back 500 from this garden. I mean, it says we'll make 784. Yeah, we should make 500 out of that easy. And that should cover us for our consumption through the course of this year until we get to the harvest, and then we should have plenty to make it through the winter and into next year. Remember, you can also put gatherers out to do that. Now, the one thing we want to look at doing, just quit moving around, is housing. We need to grow our village. All right, let's look at a shack for now.
I'm Shaq.
A shack does not require any
Clay.
A small house does not require any clay. That's a good thing. Yeah. I'm kind of liking the idea of a small house right over here on the street. Once you know what? Now that I've got somebody allocated to the farm, let me punch it time up here a little bit. Okay, now we're going to move ahead 10 times speed. The only thing I'm trying to do at the moment, oh great, of course it's auto-saving. Right there, that's all I really wanted to do. Let me pause again. It melted the snow off of the roads. And that was critical. That's what I really wanted to do, because I want to use the road for alignment right here as we're heading up this area with where the houses are. All right, so let's come over here to roads. And we know there's a, see how the square is white? That means there's already road in that square. But there's green, that means there's not. So that means we attached on right where we wanted to. We're not gonna run there. We're gonna run this like way on out here. There. All right, now our extra people will build that road because that's what the laborers do. And then now that that's set up, now let's look at this house. And this is kind of a big jump. The way I would, compared to what I would normally do. All right, we've got it next to the road. We're gonna rotate, rotate, rotate. There we go. So that puts us in a good spot. Boom. All right, that'll build us a house. We're going to need a little bit of lumber here to accomplish this. We're kind of over allocated on lumber at the moment, but that's okay. We will make up for that and be rocking and rolling. So get busy, folks, and let's move out. Hope everybody's had a good week. It's been a busy one for me. And hope you're not in the path of Hurricane Irma. Now, if you're watching this, you know, in October, obviously you're going to be like, well, Hurricane Irma. The hurricane's about to hit Florida, and it's not going to be good. All right, so over here you can see our labor. They're making the road, which is good. We can click over here to see, wait, where's the mine? I think this is the gatherer's hut. Yes. There's the hunter's lodge. This is the mine right here. And they're, okay, so they've got they did the terrain leveling. That's the shovel. Well, it's like the terraforming. Damn storms. And now they're bringing logs in. And then this is the labor progress here. The actual work. So there's 2 people dedicated to that job, and then okay, let's see if we've got our new kiln, charcoal. Good. So it looks like our second kiln is up now. That's good. And then stuff should be going to the house here pretty soon, or maybe it will go there later. The kiln. Oh, you know what? All 3 of the workers now are working on the mine. So it's got all the resources it needs. And that's good, because we're not going to use the mine right away. We may put 1 person in there. You know, if they've been bad, maybe we'll banish them to the mine or something. And they can go in there and mine
Clay.
and, you know, consider what they've done. But this is about to get through about a third of the way through the labor. And then the labor will shift over to the house. Okay? Now, beyond that, let's set this up here for an idea. So once everything's built, we'll be able to reallocate those 3 people. And what we're going to do is come down here to resource gathering, and we're going to gather all the wood. Now, that lodge, Forester's Lodge, only covers so much space. This is not showing very good numbers. Okay, this is showing a little bit better now. 75, 93. That should get us some logs. So we're going to collect all the resources in that area. That'll collect the logs. So here's how that works. The people you have assigned, right click and get rid of that. The people you have assigned, whoops, and oh, where are they? They are not there. Okay, let's do that, and let's allocate the people who are assigned in the lumberjack profession. Oh no, that was intentional. It's right here, forestry. Okay, the foresters, they work out of the forester's lodge. That's this deal over here. And they'll go and either plant trees or cut down trees, depending on how you guys set up. This is plant trees. This is cut down trees. Okay? So they'll work on either one of those projects. But that thing has a limited radius of where it covers. All right? So when I click on it, you'll see this circle. See the green circle line here? That's the radius of that area that's covered. You'll see trees falling down within that radius. Now, what I just did with the resource gathering is assign people to cut down the trees outside of that radius. All right. Now, eventually, what we'll do is build a second forester's lodge somewhere over here, kind of where I'm pointing, where it just barely overlaps the first one. It'll kind of cover part of the village here. All right. And then we'll alternate between the two. We'll go back and forth. Okay, the house is done. Hooray. You know what? And we're going to... I don't think I've got near the resources to do this. See, people moved into the house already. It's like, geez, it just got built. What, are you crowded or something? If we want to upgrade the house, now, that holds 6 people. And the happiness goes up and the strength is stronger. But we have disasters turned off, so I'm not terribly worried about it. Then we're going to use up our
Clay.
What little clay we have, I kind of want to hold on to. We're good on everything but logs. We need to build up our log inventory. We're just going to stick with 5 people in that house. And then what we'll do eventually maybe is build a shack. And once we've got the shack built, that will be somewhere people can go and stay temporarily while we upgrade this. Although we do have the other 2 homes. The trick is going to be how quickly do people get pregnant. And we'll see here real quick. I have a feeling we got some people pregnant already. Let's see here. 5th. Expecting a baby. Yep. All right, that's good. So we got 1 baby expected already. Let's check the next house. So we just added the capacity for 5 more citizens. We had the capacity for 16. We've just bumped it up to 21. All right, there's nobody in that house expecting. And there's nobody in this house expecting. So, and then there's this house, and it's 4 people. And okay, so far we've got 1 baby on the way. I mean, we've just barely touched the surface on that, but that's good. The second you create capacity for more citizens, you're going to get some baby making going on. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, all the building is done. We're going to take these guys out of the construction trade. Now we got 5 people free. We're going to put one of them in the flax field to get working on that. We're going to put one of them, an additional one here to make charcoal. We're going to put an additional one here to cut down trees. Now that leaves 2 people, and they should be out gathering trees from this section. Okay? We're going to wait till winter, and once we clear the fields, we don't have anybody doing gathering right now. I suppose we could put somebody on that. That leaves 1 person running around gathering extra stuff. I think that'll do for now. Now, you see the numbers here? You can have up to 12 people in your clay mine. Okay, your mines will typically hold up to 12 people. You can change that number by clicking on the building, all right, and then going here to this number on the left. It's the maximums. Current number is 0, maximum is 12. If you want to add people, you go here and click on this number, right? But we're going to actually take this number down to like 6 because we really don't need a lot. First off, we don't have a lot of people. Hey, bear in the village. Security.
Security breach.
Who? Where's my hunters? And how the hell did that bear sneak in? Somebody kill his ass. Okay, let's slow down to sublight speed here. And let's see what somebody's doing, because there's a bear in the village. You're carrying stuff to storage. Okay, he's got a bag full of stuff he's collected. Great. Way to go, Ruben. All right, good man. Now, come on outside there, Reuben. He set it down. What are you gathering? Oh, he's gathering resources. Okay, so he's being a gatherer at the moment. Let's go see what Reuben sees and see if we can find this damn bear. All right, so there's oh look. If you're gathering, this is what in the first person view. This is a plant. Check this out. We're gonna walk up to this thing right here. These are berries. All right. Now, see how it says gather resource? We're gonna left click, and he's gonna bend down, and we're gonna toot his horn, and now he's got the resource. Okay. It's kind of hard. I mean, it moves kind of quick on the mouse. All right. So we're gonna run back over here. So he just picked up some berries. There's the well, obviously. People are toting stuff around now. I'm getting in the way because I can't drive. All right, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, coming through. Interact. Now, we left-click to interact, and that's going to drop the berries we just picked up, which is actually fruit. All right? So, now, we're going to move out of here. So there's more fruit right here. All right? So we could actually get this and put it in there because food is good. We're going to toot our horn. Number 1 on the keyboard, toot your horn, and that makes everybody move faster. Wait, is this the right place? I don't think this is the right place. No, that's a house. Oh, here it is. All right, we're going to go over here. See, people are getting food and they're taking it to their houses and stuff. All right, we're just going to set the food down there. Good to go. All right. Now, I know that totally got us away from where our primary mission was, which was to find that damn bear. All right. Open inventory allows you to open up what all is there and pick stuff up to move it from point A to point B. All right. Where's that bear? That bear's probably long gone by now. Maybe a hunter came along and got it. But there's the smelter where we make the cast iron, and here's the kiln where they make charcoal. All right. That's how that works. We got people working at all 3 of those stations. All right, let's go over here. Here's the Lumberjack's Lodge because
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night, I work all day.
Right. Okay, and there's the clay mine. There's the Hunter's Lodge. Okay, and there's the Gatherer's Hut, and that's what he was doing. So we'll toot our horn. I don't see the bear. We'll hit escape. That'll take us out of his view, and he'll get back to work. Okay? All right. So we're in the summer already. We need to see where we stand here. Fish is... that's the way I want to go this way. There we go. Fish is looking... You know, we're not making any real progress here. We're getting some logs built back up. We got 3 stinking fruit. Really, Reuben gathered that stuff. We've got a bunch of vegetables, but the farms are planted. What we may do here, see, we're getting kind of short on... Oh, you know what? I know what we're going to do here.
I know what we're going to do today.
We got 39 clothes and 16 people. Well, 17 now that we have a baby. I think our seamstress has got us covered for a couple of seasons. We're going to shut that down, and we're going to put her out to gathering stuff. Let's see. We're going to be okay on logs, I think. We're going to put her on gathering food. Yeah. All right. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead, in fact, and reallocate towards maybe building that second logging Forester's Lodge. All right. So what we want to do is look for where that ends and see the arc comes across the back of the warehouse, the clay mine, and the Hunter's Lodge, which is right there. So if we go a little bit over here, what we do is come down here, and we go to this here, go over here. All right, Forester's Lodge. All right, so we kind of want to overlap just a little. You know what? No, we don't want to overlap too much. All right, let's get something over in this area. Once I get a level space, we'll be good to go. You don't want to be too far from the village, though. That's the key. Because in the wintertime, unless you have a shack built nearby for them to live in, it's not so good. They'll freeze. Okay? They'll be less efficient because they have to go further to get warm. All right? See, that's way out in the sticks, as it were. Wow. Oh, there was a spot right there. All right, I'm trying to see where the overlap curve is. The overlap curve looks... It's coming around. I would point to... I'm pointing to my screen. You can't see my finger where I'm pointing. I'm trying to calculate. Okay, there's the circle around the top side. I don't want to move it. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that spot. Let's go right there. All right, so that'll work. All right, so we set the Forester's Lodge down. Now, see how that tree just fell over here? I don't think that was the Forester's Lodge. That was people gathering from over here. All right, so now we've put the Forester's Lodge out there to be built. We're going to allocate a person to that. And we are going to take a person off of kilning, and we're going to put a person on blacksmithing. And what that's going to do now is they're going to start taking this 17 cast iron and turning it into high quality tools, which means our people will work more efficiently. Efficiency is good. All right, so our blacksmith lodge is right here. See, it takes logs and iron ore and cast iron and turns it into high quality tools, which we certainly don't need 4,000 of. We could maybe have, I don't know, 100. You know what? Let's make it, well, 1,000. Okay, no, not 10,000. 1,000. There we go. All right, so that should do. Okay, so now they're working on tools. Good to go. He'll go get the materials out of either the warehouse, where that's where he'll get the ore and the logs, and they'll get the cast iron out of here, out of the barn, and they'll take it and make the tools we need. All right, very good. So let's see what else we have going on. Are we at warp speed? We're not at warp speed. We should be at warp speed. Let's go to warp speed. So we got food growing. We got meat being gathered. We've got plenty of clothing. We've got some firewood. Logs are coming in, and that's the critical thing. Stone looks good. Ore looks good. Hay looks good. So what we want to get now is continue to build up our log supply, because that's going to be more firewood come winter. And it will be more charcoal. Firewood, then you turn into charcoal. And then that means more tools we can make. So we want to build up our tool inventory here a bit. And so hopefully we can do that. Now, as soon as this new Lumberjacks Lodge gets built, we will probably switch our people over to it, because that area needs some deforestation happening. This area over here, see how it's kind of cleared out a little bit? All right? That's, your people are going out and clearing the trees, it clears them out. Duh. All right? So we can enable planting, but we're going to hold off on that right now. You know what? In fact, let's see, where did we put that? I want to know. Okay, now I got to play hide and seek. Where did I build or set up the build site? Ah, there it is. Right, Shaw. Okay, so the materials are there. Now it's just the labor part. So we just need our laborer to labor and build it. Now they're building it. Very good. So this is getting built. And it's there, done. Very good. All right, we're going to go into, whoops, wait. You click on this to turn it off. We want to turn that off. And we're going to gather, we're going to put, take you out of construction, okay? And we're going to do a switcheroo here. We're going to take the people from this lodge. We're going to drop them down by 1. So I'll drop this number here. That will send the other person over to the other lodge. Now this person, I'm going to have them switch back over to planting. All right? So we have 2 people working in the forestry lodges, forester's lodges, 1 in each. One over here is cutting trees, and the one over here is planting trees. All right. So during the winter, that will help as the trees grow, and then they'll become available for next year. All right. So we're in the late summer. Let's see if I can grab this little hoopa-joop right here. There. All right. Construction. Now we're caught up on our messages. Okay. We've got some flax coming in. This is good. We should have gotten 2 flax crops this year. Flax grows really quick, so you get 2 crops a year. Let's see. Another baby's been born. Oh, we're up to 3 babies. Good. That's good. That's going to help us out next year. It's not going to help us this year, obviously, but it'll help us next year. Although, what we could do is go grab one of those kids and move stuff around with them. That's what you've got to do with the adolescents, with the children, and with the teenagers. You can grab hold of them in first-person view and physically have them do things, like moving stuff from warehouse to warehouse, or barns to houses, or they can hunt stuff that's around the village. Like you can go out and find a bunch of moose or, whatever, and they can do the hunting. So they're pretty useful to have around, but you've got to take control of them yourself to actually make them useful. Otherwise, you have the adults are in professions. The children are not. Okay, eventually we'll build a school, and they'll be in school getting educated, and then they'll become more productive citizens. But that's not today. It's not going to be for a while, actually. All right, so we're getting some tools built up. This is good. Now we're in the early fall. So the temperature is what we want to watch here. And it's starting to drop. Now, so potatoes are coming down. So they're harvesting potatoes. Okay. Oh, good. They just clear. I like when they clear the trees out of the village, because then I can see what's going on. And the flax is being harvested as well. So as soon as all that flax is harvested, we'll pull that person out of the field and get them working, probably chopping firewood or something. So we've got 3 more mouths to feed. We've got some supplies coming in. This is good. It'd be great if we could build like a shack and turn it on and off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't stay here. We're closed. And then when we need people to stay there, we open it up so they shuffle, and then we can upgrade one of these houses. So this is an upgraded small house. It holds 6 people. Okay. The other 3 houses only hold 5. And this one, I bet they're expecting a baby. Anakin? What? Who brought Anakin into my village? He's a troublemaker. Alright, so we got a child in here. The child's only 1, though. We can't really do anything with a 1-year-old. That's not that I'm aware of. His name's King. Really? Seriously? Okay. Alright, now they're warning us that the temperature's starting to drop. And it is. Okay, so there's the children. Okay, so let's do this. The fields look like they are... this field's been cleared. Yeah, I mean, that's, get that stuff and get out of here. Harvest it, get out. You're done. I got other things for you to do. Over here... that's not so good. I mean, we got plenty of... See, we made up a good number of stuff, of vegetables. And we had our gatherer collected some stuff, our gatherers. There's 2 of them. And this is where we could put somebody to use, okay? The game is moving, it's only moving so slow. If we slow it down to 1 speed. And you may have seen me do this in other episodes, or you may not. But what we could do is take somebody who's not doing anything else. Like we could pull a gatherer, or we could pull the blacksmith. Oh, good. I'm just glad to see we've got tools and we've got cast iron built up. This is good. We could go ahead and pull the person out of the flax field. Let's do that. Because we don't need 24 more flax. We got 200. All right? So we're going to take the person out of the flax field. Now, we do that here. Doink. That takes them out, okay? So now the question is, where are they? Let's hit play and let's... All right, we're at 1 time speed. So there, aha. See the person going zzz over their head? That is... Yeah, that's Tegan. Okay, Tegan's carrying the storage. She's got a bag full of 25 flax. We're going to let Tegan get to storage and drop off that flax. And then we're going to have Tegan go do some work in the potato patch. All right? So you want to do this at 1 time speed. Now, it's talking about mining resource. We're not going to mine the resource. No, Tegan. Sorry, but you're going to go dig some potatoes. All right, so watch. This is what the hell? Oh, that was a light. Okay. That was light. Is that a clock? No, it's a light, stupid. This is a little before they had clocks. All right, interact and open inventory we explained earlier. Okay, see how this lady's digging up potatoes? All right, check this out. Here's what you can do, because if we just leave this lady right here, the farmer, to do as her own thing, okay, she probably won't get all these done. So Tegan's going to help out. We're going to come right over top of this row here and hit the interact button. And Tegan is going to dig some potatoes up. All right? So now we're going to turn and face the next plant. We're going to move forward just a little bit and hit interact. Okay? Now this is boring and probably doesn't make for very good YouTubing. But I want you to understand how using the first person can help you. Because if we left the farmer to farm the field by herself, she probably would not get the entire crop done. But by doing this, we get the potatoes out of the ground and in a position where laborers can come over and pick them up and take them into storage. And as long as they're harvested, they won't die with the freeze, which I know seems kind of silly to say, well, why would they die if they're in the ground? The ground's probably warmer. I don't know. That's the way the game works. So this is how you can expedite gathering stuff. Excuse me, old guy. I think that might have been Ruben or somebody. I don't know. All right. But what we'll do here is we'll toot our horn because that makes people work faster. And it lasts for a certain amount of time. You can see the blue bar at the bottom is a little cooldown. Okay. But we're going to have Tegan work her way through this field here. And you're going to see very little time has actually expired. And so she's going to be digging the potatoes up, and then the farmer lady can actually carry them, or other laborers can come carry them. So you can hunt stuff out in the woods in first person like this. Let's toot the horn here and move up to the next bush of potatoes and interact. See, we've almost gone through the entire row. What would happen with the farmer is the farmer would dig up enough to carry, and then she would take off, pick them up, and haul them over to the barn. And then she might go eat a sandwich, all right? Or she might go sleep. But see, Tegan's numbers are looking pretty good. She's young, she's got food, she got a good tool, she got clothing, she's motivated, all right? And so that's why we can, you don't want to do this forever with somebody, but it's good to do for a short period of time because it can help expedite gathering resources, especially if you're in a desperate situation, okay? So instead of losing, oops, we missed one. Come on, Tegan, go get that one. Oh, nope, you're walking the wrong way. So I got my scarecrow over there. Scarecrow improves productivity in your fields too. All right, there we go. Now, and you'll see where it says interact. Okay, open inventory. Now watch. I'm gonna right click to open the inventory. There's 98 potatoes waiting to be carried to the barn. Okay. Now, I don't want to take her out of this view yet, but we're going to. I'm going to continue doing this, but I'm going to do it off camera because you guys don't want to watch this again. You saw it. It's cool. It's casual. It's all good. All right. So that's going to wrap up this episode. Now we're looking at early fall for the year, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please give us a like if you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something you didn't know about Life is Feudal Forest Village on this Feudal Friday. If you did, yeah, please give us a like. We appreciate that. Share us with your friends. Tell them about Life is Feudal Forest Village. It's a really fun game. It's available now on Steam. There's a link below in the description, and you'll find it. It's really pretty chill. I mean, the music is kind of cool, and you're farming, and your hunting stuff, and you don't have to worry about, fighting people and all this stuff. You just build stuff, you gather stuff, you hunt some food, you have a barbecue, have a good boar or some moose meat or whatever, and everybody has a good old time. And then if you would subscribe, we appreciate all our subscribers. Thank you guys. That's and girls, guys and girls. We've got some ladies out there, and it's great. I hope everybody's enjoying Life is Feudal Forest Village. If you've got any comments, questions, or constructive criticism on my videos, please feel free to put those in the area below, and I'll respond accordingly. If they're not appropriate, I will delete the comment because I'm here trying to entertain you. If you can't be constructive in your criticism, well, hey, whatever. It's not like I'm getting paid, at least not right now, for doing these videos. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you have a great rest of your day, weekend, month. If you're in Florida, please be safe. Get the heck out of the way of Irma. And take care of yourselves. And we will see you around next time on the channel. I'm A-Train. It's over, and I'm out.